Good day, this is JNN Weekday News. I'm Lafayne Wigan. Here now are the top stories. The Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority, JCAA, is now in search of a new Director General. This is in light of Leroy Lindsay's resignation from the post effective today. Deputy Director General of Regulatory Affairs, Naree Williams-Singh, will assume the position of Acting Director General in the interim. When contacted, Mr. Lindsay cited personal reasons for his decision to demit the post. The announcement was made through a statement by Chairman of the authority, Michael Hilton, this morning. But despite the abruptness of the decision, Mr. Lindsay said he had indicated his intention weeks ago. The JCAA is the statutory organization which is responsible for regulating Jamaica's aviation industry and supporting its safe and orderly development. As the number of chikungunya cases increases across the island, a telephone hotline has been activated to receive calls from persons experiencing CHIKV-like symptoms. The number to call is 1-888-225-5637. The hotline is not for emergencies but to allow the Health Ministry to monitor and keep a record of suspected CHIKV cases, as well as to identify mosquito breeding sites. The National Emergency Operations Center, NEOC, has also been activated to provide coordination and monitoring support as the Ministry and the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, maintains a watch over the outbreak. In the meantime, an appeal is being made to distributors of paracetamol and insect repellents not to withhold or increase the prices of these items unnecessarily. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Education has received reports that some parents are sending their children to school although they are displaying symptoms of chikungunya. Education Minister Ronald Thwaites is urging parents to keep sick children at home. The Education Minister says some schools are offering medication to students with CHIKV-like symptoms. He says he supports the move. The Trinidad-based Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPHA, is warning the region not to be complacent as it deals with the outbreak of the chikungunya virus and the preparation for the deadly Ebola virus. CARPHA Executive Director Dr. James Hospitals says the number of chikungunya cases continues to increase and provides a challenge to public health services. The agency continues to provide laboratory testing for CHIKV in the English-speaking Caribbean. However, it says those cases represent only the tip of the iceberg. The Northeast Regional Health Authority, NERHA, has dismissed reports of a food shortage at the St. Anne's Bay Hospital. The response from NERHA Chairman Leon Gordon follows complaints from patients of smaller portions. Mr. Gordon highlighted that there was a delay because of the late delivery of some items. That has been rectified, but he says there is no food shortage. Concerning the chikungunya virus, the NERHA chairman says that 3 parishes in the region have not been affected significantly. He said several persons have turned up, but they have been adequately treated. The creation of adequate housing solutions across the region continues to be a challenge for several countries, including Jamaica. The Caribbean Association of Housing Finance says a restructuring of the sector, especially as it relates to attracting investors, is critical to improving the sector in Jamaica. A representative of the association addressed the issue at a recent JIS think tank session. Secretary General of the association, Joseph Bailey, says the usual sources of financing, including savings, income-imposed cess, and the private sector, has been reduced considerably. Starting with a 2-day conference, the association is now examining the changes to be made locally, both with the developments of units and the buildings of communities, especially within the inner cities. And those were the headlines for this hour. You can watch or live stream at JamaicaNewsNetwork.com. I'm Lafayne Wigan, and this is JNN News Worth Watching.